To my dreams and my old team ran too. Posted up with the damn.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Angelo's World. Welcome back to my world. Today we're going to be reacting to The Rise and Fall of N.W.A. by Music Vibe. Now, the rise and fall was something crazy, man. If you don't know, you're going to find out in this video. Go on ahead and smash that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get straight to it, man.
Yo, I'm Eazy-E from the world's most dangerous rap group, N.W.A. And we'd like to thank everybody at the Norm. You know who's down and who's not.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitude.
You put the dot on your target, then you blow this shit out the mother. No joke.
N.W.A. is deemed the most dangerous group in hip-hop, but very few people have seen how positive these guys really are.
Hey, hit him up, big. Get him up, baby. Chill out, man. Chill out of here. Nigga, what money at, motherfucker? Get the money at, nigga. Come off the cable, nigga. Come off the cable, nigga. You up, nigga. Come off the cable, nigga. Give me the ring, nigga.
In this video, we will talk about the historic group that changed hip-hop and got rid of censorship in the music industry. Eazy-E was a drug dealer in Compton, but after his cousin was murdered, he understood that he needed to get off the streets, and he set his sights on the music industry. In turn, Dr. Dre was a local DJ, and he even played at Eazy-E's parties. After that, his cassettes began to sell, and he joined the world-class Wrecking Crew group. In turn, Ice Cube started rapping from his early years, and he was a member of the CIA group. At the same time, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube were already working on some tracks together.
Sir Jinx is a producer that we grew up friends, you know. His cousin was Dr. Dre. He heard me flow. So Dre started taking me under his wing.
Sometime later, Dr. Dre's group was going downhill, and he made the decision to leave. In the meantime, Eazy-E started a label company with Jerry Heller called Ruthless Records, using the money he got selling drugs. Everything changed once Ice Cube and Dr. Dre started writing songs for the label. Ice Cube wrote the track Boys in the Hood for the HBO duo. They refused and decided to start their own group, which was called N.W.A. The original lineup, formed in early 1987, consisted of Arabian Prince, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, and Ice Cube, with DJ Yella and MC Ren joining later that year. The DOC was an unofficial member of the group. The boys wanted to talk about what goes on in the hood, about the poverty, the daily criminal activities, and so on.
This crisis in the Gulf, all that's bull to me. It's politics, you know. They making money off all that. You know, they ain't fight it yet. They sent 1 million people over there.
Let's get back to Boys in the Hood. Eazy-E never wanted to be a rapper, but Dr. Dre persuaded him for 2 hours to record the song because the producer really liked his voice and charisma. Dr. Dre went through every line with Eazy-E and quite literally taught him how to rap.
Dre was like, yo, won't you do it, Cube? And I was like, I'm in a group already. He looked at Eazy, he like, won't you do it, man? You got a voice. Your voice is gonna sound good on the record. And he was like, hell nah, man, what? Nah, man, that ain't how you say that line. Say it like this. So we was going back and forth. It took forever to get 2 or 3 lines out. So Dre was like, you know what? Everybody just leave. Everybody leave. I'm gonna work with this dude. Came back later on that night. They hadn't even finished the first verse. I was like, damn. I'm gone. I left again. Came back the next day. They was in the middle of the second verse. Came back the next night. That same night, they had finished the song. And it was dope.
About to go and damn near went blind. Young niggas at the pad throwing up gang signs.
Guys, you probably heard about the recent hacking incident with Linus Tech Tips. This alarming event reminds us that even tech experts can fall prey to cyber threats. So let's discuss how NordVPN can help you stay protected and connected online. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Secure your exclusive NordVPN deal here at NordVPN's threat protection with the fastest VPN. Remember, it's risk-free with Nord's 30. Going to NordVPN. First release was called .com/musicvibevpn. Be sure to explore NordPress and NordLocker for a comprehensive online security experience. Stay safe, everyone. The group's first release was called N.W.A. and the Posse, and Panic Zone is the group's first song. After the release of N.W.A. and the Posse, Ice Cube left the group for a year to study drafting at the
What the hell was that first song, bro? What the fuck was that? Panic Zone was ass.
Phoenix Institute of Technology. When he returned in 1988, the group recorded and completed Eazy-E's solo album, Easy Does It.
Wanna turn up? Oh, shit, man. Now wanna turn up? Oh, shit.
Dr. Dre and DJ Yella did most of the producing, while MC Ren and Ice Cube wrote most of the lyrics.
Girls ain't nothing but female dogs to me, bitches. I'm sorry for that verse. Cover the lens on the TV screen. You know, for me and my gang, just can't be seen.
In 6 weeks, the guys finished working on the epic album Straight Outta Compton. Ice Cube wrote the song Fuck the Police, and Dr. Dre thought that it's too violent. However, after Eazy-E and Dr. Dre got arrested for shooting paintballs at cars, they included the song in the release.
Police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
As a result, the FBI sent a warning letter to Ruthless and its parent company, Priority, suggesting that N.W.A. should watch their step. In addition to this song, the government also had issues with the songs Gangsta Gangsta and I Ain't the One.
Why are you doing me like this? I love you.
Yeah, you love my money.
What is it talking about?
A lot of bitches. It's a difference. I figure a bitch is someone that does like scandalous things to you.
Due to the high pressure that the group was under, their songs were not played on the radio or on MTV.
This is frankly offensive to me, and I think to any parent that would hear.
Offensive to you for what? You're not a police officer, are you? And even if you were, the song was about police officers who do people wrong, not police in general. So what the fuck is you offended for?
And would know what these lyrics are all about, they would find that it is nothing but filth.
Yo, what's up? This is Dr. Dre from the world's most dangerous group, N.W.A. And we sending a shout out to everybody at the Norm convention. We know you're the ones in our corner because fuck radio, fuck MTV. You're the ones that's making this happen for us.
But the attempts ultimately failed, as music fans rebelled against what they saw as censorship.
Don't feel that rap music or video should be censored at all.
However, this wasn't much of an issue for them because their music sold very well, so they didn't really care.
Do with a hoe like you. Bend your ass over and then I'm through.
The rappers answered the questions concerning why their songs are so violent.
In my mind, you got to define negative. You know, if I teach you something you don't know, for me, that's positive.
Yeah.
You know, if you learn something from a good experience or a bad experience, that's positive. So, you know, they can squash all that.
When you talk about what's really going on, don't nobody want to hear it. You know, they always want to bring up a problem or bring up the excuse that you're talking about violence. But if you just think about it, if you talk about what's going on in life, it's violence and whatever you talk about.
And what does that song mean?
Basically tells the kids to express themselves. Don't always do what people tell you to do all the time, you know.
The year 1989 was a tragedy for the DOC. Everything seemed like it was going well, and he released the album No One Can Do It Better.
Then the talent that my mother had born to her equals a dot. What is it, Dre?
Yo, man, that's the formula.
And then, not even 6 months after the album was released, the rapper got into a car accident on a highway, which nearly cost him his life and forever damaged his vocal cords.
I hit the center divider and flew out of the back window of the car and ended up in a tree.
I had read that your teeth were actually in
the tree.
In the tree. They had to pull your teeth out of the actual tree.
I don't know if they pulled them out or not, bro.
Many hip-hop lovers think that the DOC is one of the most experienced writers and lyricists, which is why it is such a pity that he was never able to achieve his full potential as a rapper. However, He, like many others, helped Eazy-E become the person that he was able to become.
My idea was to try to make Easy as palatable as Cube was on any given track, knowing that Easy didn't have Cube's power.
It was even him who wrote the lyrics for the song We Want Easy.
Because I'm ruthless, when I spot a sucker, I kill him. But most I think know not to deal with.
Later on at one of their concerts in Detroit in 1989, the guys were told that it might be best for them not to perform the song about the police. However, the guys didn't care. Fuck the Police was played for only 30 seconds before shots were fired. Naturally, the concert ended because of that. This scene was depicted in the Straight Outta Compton movie. Actually, the reality of what happened was a bit different. Jerry Heller agreed in pre-tour negotiations with Darryl Brooks, the tour's promoter, that the band would be fined $25,000 if it played the song. So, on August 6, 1989, many of the 20,000 fans in Detroit started chanting, "Fuck the police." So, N.W.A. called an audible and played it anyway. Brooks was working in an office somewhere in the arena when he heard the chant, followed by DJ Yella's familiar opening beat drop. Cops were everywhere. Brooks says, because it was a rap show, put that in quotes, so everybody was looking for marijuana. He ran towards the stage, and soon, every police officer in the building starts rushing the stage out of nowhere. It looked like the Battle of the Bulge. Aton Gregory, who was the tour manager, recounted how the members of N.W.A. behaved once the shots were heard. In Gregory's account, N.W.A., after running from the stage, removed their hats and reversed their jackets to hide logos and be more anonymous. They boarded a limousine to the hotel a mile or two away, and everybody else in the group's entourage walked unassumingly past the police on horseback. MC Ren's recollection is different. Me and Dre were together. We ran backstage. We ran out the door, and once we looked out, it was like, all right. And we turned around and went back in the building. Everybody was like, back into the dressing room. The police were in there trying to give citations, some bullshit like that. DJ Yella wound up alone on the street. We went all different ways. I ran into the parking lot, he says. I walked back to the hotel. DJ Speed left with the late Eric Eazy-E Wright and Eazy's security guard Big Ron. Afterward, Gregory returned to the hotel. He handed N.W.A.'s production manager a briefcase full of cash from the show, as well as all the plane tickets back to L.A. He called the bus driver to check on the 2 cases full of guns the group had carried on the road. They tried to drive the buses into Canada, just in case something happened, but police arrived shortly after that. Gregory called a cab for the airport, ending up at another hotel 2 blocks away. He contacted Eazy-E via walkie-talkie, who verified everything was okay. Police chatted amiably with the band about the Detroit Pistons and sports. Ice Cube once told an interviewer that they corralled us.
Download the Domino's app today and become a Piece of the Pie Rewards member to earn points toward free pizza.
Arrest us all, and all they wanted was damn autographs for their daughters and sons.
I remember that.
After such great fame, Jerry Heller offered the guys contracts, and they all signed, except for Ice Cube, who understood that he wouldn't get as much money as he deserved.
Something so funny? We never talked about it.
Really?
No, we didn't. I mean, we wasn't mad or, it just happened. Just like, okay, he left.
Generally speaking, Ice Cube left the group and released his own solo album, America's Most Wanted, which hit top spots on the charts.
Payback's a motherfucking nigga. That's why I'm sick of getting treated like a goddamn stepchild.
In turn, N.W.A. presented with 2 new releases. First came the EP, 100 Miles and Running. And then the second album. The production and sound got better, but they definitely lacked Ice Cube. This was directly addressed by DJ Yella himself saying, I do like the second album better than the first. The first one had more hits, but production-wise, I like this one better. It would have been great if Ice Cube would have got on that album, but it sounds better. We put more into it. Apparently, this is what prompted the group to start picking at their former colleague, calling him a traitor and whatnot.
He got in the Benz and said, Dre, I was speaking to your bitch, O'Shea. And now she wrote
You think the rap would last with your ass saying shit that'll set the past. Yo, be original. Your shit is slop.
For that reason, Ice Cube released his epic diss track titled No Vaseline, in which he talked about how N.W.A. went from being a tough gang that tells off the police and carries weapons around to a group of support actors dressed in silly outfits in music videos of R&B singer N.W.A. But of course, the most powerful line on the track was this.
Fuck that night by Mr. Shitpacker. Bend over for the goddamn cracker, no bastard.
We were separated was because I felt that the person that I'm talking about on the record separated us.
Oh, it's my favorite song. Absolute favorite song.
I said, you got us.
The one who got lucky was the DOC.
Were you glad that you weren't on No Vaseline?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Generally speaking,
if y'all haven't heard the full No Vaseline, if you ever heard that full-on song, bro, go listen to it. Ice Cube literally dissed everybody. He put every last one of them in a motherfucking body bag. And just go listen to it. Look up Ice Cube No Vaseline. Come back to this video and comment and tell me what you thought about the song. He literally put Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, DJ Yella, and MC Ren in a body bag with that diss track.
Ice Cube won this battle. However, the most painful blow for N.W.A. came the moment when Dr. Dre began thinking about leaving the group. And as was the case with Ice Cube, his small paycheck was the reason of this decision. In a few conversations between the DOC and Dr. Dre, the question regarding how big their paychecks would be in the future arose. The DOC said, listen, Dre, if you want to make records, then I can help you start your own company. You will not have to worry about paying for this. Everything will be under your control. The DOC knew Suge and offered to introduce him to Dre. Suge Knight asked to see copies of Dre's contract from Jerry Heller so that he could take a look at the terms of the contract. As it turned out, he had the worst contract imaginable. According to Michel'le's words, Suge Knight said that they were receiving nearly 2% from every record, and Dre was infuriated. Norman Winter, former Death Row publicist, recounted how Dre came into the Ruthless Records office with Suge Knight to say he was leaving to start his own record company, Death Row Records. But it was necessary to talk it over with Eazy-E. The meeting between Eazy-E and Suge Knight was arranged by Dr. Dre himself, but he didn't show up to it himself.
Dre wasn't there.
Oh, Dre wasn't there at all?
Nah. Dre set it up, though.
Did Eazy get beat up like the movie
Nah,
show?
hell nah.
No.
They didn't touch him.
Keefy D said that Eazy had all the Compton Crips behind him.
Of
and
course.
Suge wouldn't touch him.
Of course.
You gonna sign these, releasing Dre and DOC from Ruthless.
And Eric was, if he walked between my legs, excuse my French, people probably would think he was my penis.
According to court documents, Suge and his friends went to Eric and Heller to announce that Dre is leaving. And that's all. Period. Eric recounted that Suge Knight's people showed up with baseball bats and began threatening. A huge guy started threatening to murder Eazy-E's relatives. And that was enough to convince the guys to sign the termination of Dr. Dre's contract.
What? Dre went his way, and that was it. The group was over.
But Dre was still under contract.
Oh, I don't know about,
Okay.
Yeah, but the group was over.
I gotta kill this motherfucker Suge Knight. No, you're not gonna do that.
Generally speaking, he attempted to talk him out of this notion. Eazy-E sued them under the RICO Act. This was the first time that the RICO Act was used in the music industry.
Suge tried to destroy my record company. So right now we're getting everything back together and we finna come out, fully loaded.
In Eazy-E's statement, there were mentions of money laundering, blackmail, and violent threats.
When you say they don't respect your talent, what exactly, do you mean?
I mean, I guess they took advantage of me not knowing the record business back in the day. But I know what's up with those numbers now. Can't be quick.
And Dre released his debut album, In the opening song of the album, The Chronic, Dre and Snoop Dogg openly dissed Eazy-E.
Fuck Mr. Rourke and Tattoo, a.k.a. Jerry and Easy.
Getting at him sideways. This is I was young and I was with Dr. Dre and I was a writer, but I really loved Eazy-E, his style, his swag.
On top of that, there were more disses against Eazy-E in other songs.
Damn. He said, but deep down, I really love Eazy-E and his style. Damn, Snoop. So you really love Eazy-E, but then you go diss the nigga because, I mean, I get it, but it's still like, damn, bro.
Know a bitch named Mary Wright. We used to roll around and fuck the hoes at night. Threw up with niggas you grew up with. Don't even respect your ass.
And on his album, he's talking about he's looting a place that couldn't even been touched when the looting was going on. Right. But he said they looted this place. That's how much, he know about the streets, really.
The conflict was not getting resolved. Jimmy Iovine from Interscope agreed with Ruthless Records that all the earning of Dre from Death Row will be passed to Ruthless.
Basically, you could diss me all you want, but I'm gonna get paid. 'Cause that's why I say Dre Day is only Eazy's payday. And that's real.
As expected, Eazy-E had to respond to all that. And he did a few times.
The motherfucking wrecking crew, bitch. But once a bitch is old, the bitch and now the fucking switch. Niggas ain't shit in the 90s, I don't trust them. And bitches on my dick, but they ain't shit so mother.
But the most important diss track was The Real Motherfucking G's. This diss track became one of the most legendary in the history of hip-hop.
Motherfucker Dre, motherfucker Snoop, motherfucker Death Row. Yo, and here comes my lady.
How was Eazy sort of feeling in the studio about this whole situation?
It was never even a thought. Like, he didn't care about that, man.
See, he didn't know nothing about doing street music until he hooked up with me anyway, We used to do all that techno stuff, the Fly, Bionic.
In 1994, Eazy-E fired Heller because of Heller's embezzlement of millions of dollars.
Was he still cool with Jerry Heller? He wasn't, right?
No, by the end,
Because now they probably look back and were like, yo, Cube knew from early.
Yeah. Him about creeping on the come up. I had Dre with me a little while ago. Is there any chance of an N.W.A. reunion out? Now, he said there was.
If he said it was, I guess so. I don't know.
You do one.
Would I do one?
Yeah.
For the love of money? Yeah.
Eazy attempted to bring the group back together, and he even met up with Ice Cube.
Just kind of was talking about putting the group back together, and I was like, well, you got work to do with Dre. You get that together, and y'all call me, and, I'm down.
We decided to put those things behind us and get together and get back in the studio and try to do it again.
But he was diagnosed with AIDS and had little time left to live.
Really more so just him kind of crying and me crying. So, it was no more words. A couple of days later, they tell me he died.
And this is what he told the public.
I'm in the biggest fight of my life, and it ain't easy. But I want to say much love to those who have been down with me, especially my brothers from N.W.A, and thank you all for your support.
On the 26th of March, 1995, Eazy-E passed away. This was a great tragedy for hip-hop. Undoubtedly, N.W.A. left a great legacy in hip-hop as a group that destroyed the standards of decency and taught many people how to express themselves and talk about topics that are considered taboo in society.
World's most dangerous group. A group that made it all right for artists to be themselves.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I just think I would like for us to leave a legacy of inspiration.
And I just want to tell the world, damn, that shit was dope. Thank you.
If you'd like to keep watching Music Vibe, I highly recommend the documentary about Migos. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you soon.
How long is this documentary, bro?
It's on.
If you guys would like the documentary of Migos, let me know, and I'll react to it for you guys. But that's the end of this video, man. N.W.A. they were something different back in the late 80s, man. You got Fuck the Police, Gangsta Gangsta, Boys in the Hood, Dope Man. Like with Easy, you go to Real Motherfucking G's. It's on Easy. It's on. You got Easy. It's on. You got We Want Easy. Man, a whole lot of stuff. The Chronic by Dr. Dre. And then you got Ice Cube. Again, No Vaseline. He's the one who wrote Fuck the Police. He's the one who wrote Boys in the Hood. He's the one who wrote damn near all the songs on that album. You know, that group was iconic, man. Rest easy. Rest in paradise, Eazy-E, man. We miss you down here, bro. If you guys enjoyed that video, smash that like button. Comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see. And let me know again if you guys would like me to react to this, and I got you. Smash that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. And make sure to check out my very last video. It's going to be right here. My reaction to Michael Jackson performing Man in the Mirror from 1992. Check that out. Again, it's going to be right here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.